Hi guys, my name is Josh Ludwig and this is my mental health story. It was September of 2018 and the beginning of my freshman year at Boston University when I experienced my first bipolar manic episode with psychosis. The week before college, I was struggling with extreme anxiety and depression, the worst of my life up to that point. The whole idea of being on my own and having to make new friends terrified me. However, as soon as I got to Boston, the energy of the city and being on campus was exciting enough to push away my nerves. Suddenly, I started to feel a whole lot better about being in college. I got involved in a community service orientation program at BU called FISOP, which stands for First Year Student Outreach Program. During FISOP, we volunteered around Boston, helping local schools get ready for the school year and helping the Alzheimer's Foundation with outreach and organizational work. I started making friends during FISOP and feeling comfortable. Then a crazy coincidence happened when one of the upperclassmen leaders in the group and I discovered that we had both lost our brothers to heart conditions. Both brothers were named Michael, and both brothers were under the age of 10. This coincidence set me off, and I thought this was proof that we were living in a simulation. This could have been a possible early sign of psychosis. I instantly posted a picture with the upperclassman leader and explained the situation to my Instagram. I spent money promoting the post because I thought that I could become Instagram famous. I thought that we were going to go on the Ellen show, and I thought that we were going to go on TV because my friend's uncle was the president of CNN. Over the course of that week, I started talking a lot more than I normally did, which is a symptom of mania. I felt superior to those around me, another symptom of mania. At some point, I even started to feel euphoric. As my time at BU went on, I spent all-nighters talking to security guards on my dorm or exploring Boston late at night after engaging in risky behaviors. I also suddenly wanted to transfer into the business school. Next, I met a YouTuber at a BU party. As soon as I saw her, I ran up to her to tell her my life story about my brother, other famous YouTubers, and the latest YouTube gossip. We took pictures and she even added me on Snapchat, which I thought was the coolest thing at the time. When you are experiencing mania, you say you have no filter and say exactly what's on your mind. As a result, I captioned pictures with this YouTuber saying that she looked better in person, which was rude and is something I regret. A day or two later, one of my brother's childhood friends, who was an upperclassman at BU, gave me something of an intervention where he told me that this YouTuber was speaking negatively about me, most likely because of my strange and rude Instagram captions on photos with her. This made me furious, which can be another symptom of mania, and I decided that I was going to threaten to leave BU and move to California unless she got expelled. Now I realize there are nearly 20,000 students at BU and a wait list, so they probably wouldn't miss me too much if I left. My mom saw a specific post on my Instagram and called Student Health Services on me. The post was one of me and the YouTuber, and the caption said that I had contemplated suicide. When I got to Student Health Services, I told the counselor of my plans to go to California unless the YouTuber got expelled. I also said I wanted to go to California to become famous, a social media influencer, and I thought that taking down a YouTuber would help get me there. This is called grandiosity, and you guessed it, this is another symptom of mania. So I started posting warnings on my Instagram, telling the YouTuber to leave campus or I would. Obviously, she didn't leave, so I called an Uber to Logan Airport, blasting my favorite song and anthem, Party in the USA, along the way. I bought a first-class plane ticket to Los Angeles, but once I got to the airport, I realized the date for the flight wasn't for 2 weeks, so I bought another first-class plane ticket to San Francisco, where I thought I could stay with my mom's cousin. Excessive spending in a short period of time is also characteristic of a manic episode. I went through security and got to my gate, where I met a mom. I started live streaming on my Instagram with her, and someone even made a fan account for her, so we must have been pretty entertaining. As I was live streaming, the BU police accosted me at the airport, telling me that I was being involuntarily sectioned, which meant that I had no choice but to go with them. Looking back, I should have been terrified, but the mania gave me so much adrenaline that I wasn't even scared. The police were sectioning me because of the post I mentioned where I said I had contemplated suicide. The police thought I was a potential harm to myself, so I was brought to a hospital in an ambulance from the airport where I underwent a psych evaluation. I was then sent to a mental hospital where I was diagnosed bipolar 1 with psychotic features. I had to take a year-long medical leave from BU, and during that year, I underwent inpatient and outpatient mental health treatment. 1 month ago, I returned to BU as a freshman. Now the things that I have in place that will help keep me healthy include medication, a psychiatrist and therapist, and lots of strategies to take care of myself. I'm ready to start fresh. To this YouTuber, I'd like to formally apologize for everything I put you through. You deserve none of it, and I hope you understand that my behaviors were a reflection of my mental health. The reason I'm sharing this revealing story is so more people know what mania looks like, so it can get caught earlier on. Neither I nor my family really knew what mania was before my manic episode. So even though I cringe heavily when I tell this embarrassing story, I hope I can help to raise awareness and break the stigma of bipolar disorder and mental illness as a whole. Thank you.